We're going to get rocking. Put your seatbelt on. You're going to love this. Got a great lineup of speakers this afternoon. Our first speaker is coming to you from North Carolina. She flew a long ways. She's only been here for a very short amount of time, I think 4, 5, 6 months. She's signing up people like crazy for EXP. You're going to fall in love with her. Help me welcome Keely Tase. Give her a hand, everyone. Tase. Keely Tase. Welcome, Keely.
Awesome. I got to hold the mic.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord. I got to hold the mic.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, everybody. How are you? I'm just a little excited. Can you tell? And nervous. I'm more nervous than I am excited. But I will tell you, I am so humbled and honored to even be asked to speak in front of this group. I just can't even believe it. So thank you, Brent, and all of you for listening to me for about 15 minutes is all you get. So that's a good thing. So I've been with this company a whole whopping 6 months, and it has been nothing short of amazing. I had no idea what I was getting into. I was coming over to I was coming over to the company basically for a lower cap and stock and the opportunity to get leads for $50 a month. Who doesn't want that? I've never received any leads from anybody. As Brent says in his video, no one's ever given me a lead. So I thought, gosh, if I'm going to get a lead generation program, that's awesome. Maybe my business will, take off even more. So I came over, and the way I came over was I was called by a gentleman by the name of Rich Tomasini. He is not here, unfortunately. But he cold called me, I'm embarrassed to say, almost. But he's a very good talker. Those of you that know Rich really explains this model better than anybody I know. So I'll calm down here in just a minute. Thank you. I'm really excited. Thank you. So Rich started the spiel, and I said, look, you can stop right there. I'm at Keller Williams. I'm at the best company in the world. I'm never leaving. I was a team leader. I can't get a better deal than I have at KW. I cap in a month, and I get anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month in profit share. You can't do better than that. And Rich said, well, actually, I can. And I said, okay, if anything, I am open-minded, so go ahead and tell me what you got. And so he proceeded to tell me a little bit, and then he sent me the infamous Brent Gove video, that changed all of our lives, and one of Gene Frederick's. So, with both of those, watching those within the next couple of days, I was over within 3 days to this company. And like I said, I led a Keller Williams office in Charlotte that was very profitable. We grew to about 400 agents, and I just thought that was the best. I did that for 2 years. That's about all I could handle. The team leaders in the room, including Brent, know what I mean by that. And I stepped down to sell for the past 3. So Rich approached me in January, and I had just come off of a year of about... I sold about almost 50 homes last year as an individual agent for $15 million, and I know that's not a lot for a lot of you in the room, but for little old me, I didn't have much of a life selling at that level. And so I didn't realize that this was disguised as kind of my, I believe it was divine intervention now. I really do, because I didn't know what I didn't know, and I didn't know I needed this. And again, I did not come over for the revenue share piece. I had been a recruiter. I was done recruiting. I wasn't interested in that. So I literally came over for the stock, the lower cap, and the lead generation. And boy, I got a big wake up when I came over, and agents started to approach me, asking me, why did you come over? What's going on? Tell us why you're going over there. And so I began to do that, and little by little, I had agents just start to follow me over to this company. And I realized that recruiting for myself and for my own organization was a lot different than recruiting for Keller Williams. So, and I love it now. Brent wants me to tell you how many personals, so I have 34. Oh, it is? Okay. There it is. Oh. Yeah, that's official stuff there. But as far as a monthly number, so my goal was to get to 10,000 in 6 months, and I did that this month. And what's also really funny is that with Keller Williams this past month, with Profit Share, I had 4,500, which was the highest I'd ever had in 5 years with that company. So kind of funny. Anyways, I guess I want to talk about kind of what works and what doesn't work, at least from my perspective. And being a team leader at Keller Williams, there are quite a few in the room. We do have an advantage. We just do. Most of us in that role have, we built those offices with people that we created relationships with. I have a lot of rich relationships with people that I brought over to Keller, and I've been selling for a long time, so I have some really great relationships with agents in our city, and that's really been the key for me. It's been all about relationships. I'm not a cold caller. I'm not, Shireen. Rich was, very, very different styles. I've not made one cold call. It's all been reaching out to agents that I know. And I do it in the form of a text. I don't call anybody. I think it's obtrusive. I don't like when anybody calls me. So I reach out to them by text, and most, I'm blessed in that most of them responded. And I was able to get a one-on-one and then, maybe invite them to a lunch and learn or something. I don't have any magic stuff for why I've done well with this. It is relationships. And I will tell you too, it's relationships within the co-broke community. Having a good reputation and selling a lot of real estate in your market, which you all do, and doing it with some integrity and honesty pays off. If that's what you've done in your career, in your market, you have just as good a chance as anybody as attracting agents over to this company. It's a credibility thing. It's because I've been talked to about this company for years, 4 or 5 years, but it wasn't until somebody with a little bit of credibility and sold about what I sold, I didn't hear it till I heard it. You know what I mean? And the other day, I was just telling somebody this earlier, a pretty big agent at a Keller Williams office in our market, as soon as I came over, I reached out to her, and I would touch her about every month. I would reach out to her. And this last time that I did, I texted her because I had heard that she was looking at opening up her own firm. She was going to leave Keller and open up her own firm. So I just texted her and I said, "Hey, Lisa, I heard you were going to open your own firm. Let's, at least give me an opportunity to talk with you about the next best thing. Let's just talk." And she texted me back and said, "Will you talk to my whole team?" Timing is everything. Now, we met, about 3 times, and we thought we had her on board, but we didn't. She didn't come. But all I want is somebody to be open. Just give me somebody that's open. She'll come down the line. But I was able to have a great, exchange conversations with her about this company. She knows the real deal now, and when she's ready, she'll come. But that's just an example, and that's something that I do a whole lot, is I don't let people go. I've always been a great follow-upper in any business that I've been in, and that has paid off tremendously, because it's all timing for these guys. And y'all, we are heading into the best recruiting time of the year. Fall and winter is when agents leave their brokerages. So I am so excited about that. Look out. 50 by the end of the year is what I want. So I'm trying to think what else I can tell you. Brent wanted me to talk a little bit about real estate. If I have to, I will. So that's awful.
Your best tip.
My best tip. My business comes from referrals, mostly. Again, I've never paid for a lead. I've never been given a lead. So it's all referrals. And all I can say about that is that the best referrals come from people that we, again, establish an awesome relationship with, and that we serve to the greatest extent in that agency relationship. And the follow-up here is critical. It is critical. I get so much business from just checking in on these people every so often, and I've got some, I've got them on a program, et cetera, but I just can't, you all know this stuff. This is nothing major different. But lastly, do I need to wrap up? I don't even know how long I've been up here. I got 2 more minutes. Okay, so in that 2 minutes, I just want to say how, because I have some agents in the room that I have brought over to my organization, and I am just so proud of them, and so just proud to be able to be their leader. I recently hired a coach for the first time. I mean, I had one when I was a team leader, but that was different. But I've actually hired a coach because I want to lead my organization. This is what I was built for, right? Brent says it. This is what I want to do, and I'm slowly but surely getting out of the transaction side. I want to help my organization build their passive income and help them with real estate too, of course, because we're a brokerage first. But I want to thank Brent. We have brought over some really big teams, and the accessibility and support from you has been tremendous, along with others in my upliner that are in this room. So I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you.
Hold on. So you mentioned you send a text message.
Yeah.
We're like, what is she saying? Anybody want to know? Yeah. Just real quick. She's going to have like 50 by the end of the year. It's pretty good. That's like first year.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the person. It depends on the person, but I just say, for somebody that knows me from KW, I'll say, hey, it's Keely. I just want to, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to let you know, believe it or not, I left KW, and have you heard the buzz about my company? That's it. And it starts the conversation.